Yo, are you ready for the Astro-Weather Weekend? The Taurus and Gemini Moon, the end and winding down of Cancer season and the start of the cusp of oscillation? There's a lot going on. Let's talk about it. Grand Rising, good people. It's Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology, and welcome to my Astro-Weather Weekend report for, what do we got? Friday, July 18th, Saturday, July 19th, and Sunday, July 20th. I'm busy this weekend. Friday, coffee talk, astrological coffee talk, my mini coffee talk. You could still book it until about 5 p.m. Eastern. It is only $13. The natal birth chart of Brooklyn's finest, the champion, Iron Mike Tyson. He is the Leo rising, Cancer sun, Sagittarius moon. It's going to be a lot of fun. Email me, eric@BigEAstrology.com. The Cancer birth chart sale, that's ending on Monday. So that's 305 or 206. Again, eric@BigEAstrology.com. Saturday, I will be here in Arizona at 10636 North 71st Street Way at Missy's Mysteries, the best metaphysical shop in Arizona. I'll be doing live chart readings, natal chart, solar return, natal secondary progression, love charts, and transits. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's awesome. From 11 to 5 p.m., there'll be psychics and crystals and oracle card, tarot card readings. She's got all types of things in the store. It is amazing. It is, Missy's the best. You don't want to miss it. And come get a live reading from me if you live in Arizona. I'd be honored to meet you and work with you, all right? And then on Sunday, I am excited for my Knowledge is Love tribe community. 2 of our tribe members will be teaching a session on tarot cards and doing some readings. Just presenting tarot cards, their style of reading, and showing you, and you could bring your tarot deck. That is Sunday, the 20th of July at 8 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's really exciting. So, listen, the moon's in Taurus. We're going to get to the chart, 4 degrees. So it should finish up at around 10 degrees on the East Coast, probably get to 11 degrees on the West Coast. This Taurus moon, we definitely want to get grounded. Obviously, a lot of news today, and it's already coming off the square to Pluto and Aquarius, right around, you got the news around Israel and Syria, stuff where Trump is going to be signing into law. They're taking money away from national public media like PBS and NPR. So there's, kind of squashing down the throat chakra, as he says, revenge on things that he felt were leaning liberal in the media. And that is Pluto square the moon in Taurus, literally, you know what I mean? So, everything is about teaching, but I think right now, at the end of the day, I only talk about the news to connect it to astrology. I really don't. I don't watch it, so I just get little clips because it's too negative and it doesn't really serve us. So really what I want you to focus on is how can you, Taurus moon, get grounded, activate your throat chakra with lapis lazuli and tap into nature and the crystals, with Uranus Gemini, Venus Gemini, being social and connecting to people over the internet, right? Coming to coffee talk, joining my tribe, but, expecting that, hey, when I go for a walk in my local community or go out for a ride or whatever, I should take my crystals with me, right? And really tapping into calming the nervous system and deep breath work, or sometimes in and out of the nose. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, whatever it is. But, I really want you to get ready for this Leo new moon and Leo season. Hopefully you watched my podcast yesterday, episode 360, where I broke down the Leo new moon and also the cusp of oscillation, the Cancer Leo cusp. And that's, really beginning here on the 20th, right? Because Leo season is the 22nd and the Leo new moon is the 24th, all right? So that's what's going on. Let's tap in. Also, don't forget, you can sign up for our workshop webinar. Friday, August 1st, $44, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Rebecca Vidanoff and I in the Akasha will be looking at the energies that we're dealing with now and the best way to go forward for the rest of the year towards our ascension through channeling, through our intuition, through the Akashic records and astrology. It's going to be really powerful. We've got the eclipses coming up. We've got all these retrograde planets. And then we have the huge shifts coming up in 2026 in February and April that are, going to have these outer planets move in permanently. All right, so just get ready for that. We'll get to the chart and we're going to have a good Taurus Gemini Moon Astro-Weather Weekend. Eric Taylor, BigEAstro Astrology. Pew. All right, forget about it Friday, the good people. Well, you see this Taurus moon in 4 degrees, and I'm going to zoom into the chart, but we're at the end of Cancer season. Remember, the cusp starts at 28 degrees. So right now, this moon today will sextile Jupiter in Cancer. It's coming off the square to Pluto Aquarius. It won't get to the square to Mercury until tomorrow, or as you're awakening up Saturday morning. But while you're sleeping, sleeping beauty, maybe 7 a.m. Eastern. So with the Taurus moon, this is a good time to really spend time outdoors in nature, right? Hopefully you tapped in last night. The moon hit conjunct Chiron. Let's check in on Lilith. Has been going back and forth between Sag and Scorpio, and it is back in Sag, okay, which is where it's going to be for this new moon, and that's where it is for this Mercury retrograde. So happy Mercury retrograde. Sorry, I should have started with that. And, came in at 12:45 a.m. this morning on the East Coast. And so what we've got to really integrate with this Mercury retrograde in Leo is how we can activate our heart chakra, tap into being more authentically ourselves. And at the same time, find the childhood memories and the joy and the gratitude. Okay, so anybody, I would say, let's say 18 to 12 degrees of the fixed signs, especially Leo, you're going to be activated, but it will be going, back. So really 15 degrees all the way down to, I think, 4 degrees. So just pay attention in your chart if you have any degrees in that in your Leo. Okay, you get your birth chart. And Jupiter's moving along, 8 degrees. This is powerful manifesting degree, the Scorpio. And in Cancer, we are at the Jupiter, no, we're at the Saturn lunar mansion. So this is karmic. This is very powerful. This is about the emotional intelligence and discipline, okay? So really tap into that. Now, Mars in Virgo and the South Node, we're having this conjunction, okay? So Mars is already conjuncted. The exact conjunction is coming up in a few days, right before the new moon, right around Leo season. And we have an opportunity, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the Venus in Gemini and Uranus. Here's the Mars in Virgo. So Mars, there you go, 18. So the exact conjunction is tomorrow, okay? So it's there though, and you're still having the square of Venus and Mars, okay? And it'll be squaring the North Node. So there could be some arguments or disagreements in relationships about communications and how language and words are dispensed. So Gemini, Virgo, just be mindful of that, right? Someone's thinking of something, someone's analyzing what the other person said, someone's, kind of assertive or aggressive in their speech, you know, and it could be something that could be very irritating or upsetting, okay? So enjoy your Friday. Just try to avoid any arguments, maybe do some introspection, have a piece of chocolate, and hopefully sign up for Coffee Talk with Mike Tyson tonight. It's only $13, $ Cash App, $BigEAstro, or PayPal as a friend to tailored to you coaching at gmail.com, ED, the number 2, the letter U, you know how I do. And I hope I see you tonight. And hopefully you join my tribe, right? www.community.bigeastrology.com. And you can sign up $18 and you get the coffee talk for free, but you get to come to our tribe meeting, or $5 and you could just come to the tribe meeting on Friday and learn about tarot. And then next Sunday, and then no, 20th, and then next Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll be having our 4th tribe meeting, okay? And then I'll be announcing the tribe meetings in August. So that's it. Astro-Weather Weekend. Let's get to Saturday. Sábado, the planet Saturn. Big Astrology. Pew! All right, Seeker Saturday, July 19th. Woo! July's moving, the summer's moving. Kids go back to school in August, so, summer is a little different in Arizona. It's definitely different. And I wish we were on the September to June calendar. But out here, we need a calendar of I don't know. They should go to school from April to January, and February and March should be their summer break, or actually March and April. So they should go to school from May to February, and March and April should be their summer vacation so the kids can play outside and parents aren't just paying for air conditioning. It makes no sense with the weather we have here. It's so hot. So where are we at? Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon, just like yesterday. And it got to 11 degrees and moving a little fast. Now it's at 19. So 19 degrees. We should finish up at around 25, 26. So Sunday we'll be at the Gemini Moon, probably 12 noon, should be around 2 degrees, so it should go in like around 8 a.m., something like that. So, this Taurus Moon is trining the Mars and South Node. So this is where you could have some, opportunities to heal things with old arguments, or, things about planting and growing things in nature, or being able to repair some things that have been damaged in the home or cars, or things that are physical resources, okay? But it's an opportunity to heal things. Definitely Saturday, it's a good day. This is I'll be kind of around this time doing my thing at Missy's. So I guess it'll be probably a Libra rising when I'm there, but it'll be a Taurus moon day. So that'll be kind of nice for me. And, I hope you come out to Missy's Mysteries if you're in Arizona. The Lilith, still in Sag, is staying there. It's staying there trining, and sorry I didn't mention that, but it's there until the Leo new moon for that grand fire trine, because you see it's trining Saturn and Neptune in Aries, okay? And when you're having Lilith trining Saturn and Neptune both retrograde, it's really asking you to step back and tap in to trusting your intuition. You know, this is an opportunity to move your physical body, meditate in candlelight, you know, but also push through mentally any place where you could be restricted. Stay determined and focused and properly assert yourself and initiate. When you face an obstacle, keep going, right? Keep going. I couldn't, you know, when I dealt with the obstacle with learning astrology, and I was like looking at these lines, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the colors and this and that. Oh, this is going to be hard for me to visually see. I didn't stop. I just kept going. I figured it out. I memorized. I learned like the back of my hand, the aspects and the modalities, right? And in conjunction, a square, a trine, right? Square 90 degrees, the trine 120, the opposition 180. The quincunx in conjunction 120, or sorry, 150, you know, the sextile 60, conjunction 10 or less. So, you know, you got to just put things in the mental rinse cycle, okay? So as you see, 27 degrees, we're getting ready to head to that cusp. Cancers, holla at your boy, Eric at BigEAstro.com. Jupiter is now at 9 degrees, and we've got this Mars South Node conjunction. So, you know, what's going on here? Oh, it's getting closer. It's still staying at 18. Okay, so we're going to have it on the 20th. So what's going on here, though, because you're still feeling the conjunction. I'm just talking about when it's exact. This is where, you know, you can analyze and assess things from the past. Mars is also brothers, boyfriends. Boyfriend can come from the past, ladies, okay? Or a same-sex couple. But also, you know, there may be opportunities to cleanse and purify the gut, your nutrition, fasting, right? Doing, I got my hot lemon water with essential oils, you know, purifying the gut. I started off with my hot water this morning. And, you know, just think about those things. But Mars is also property and land. The South Node, that's going to connect us to the dogs and Mars cats. So maybe doing some rescue work for pets, okay? That can come up on Saturday. Maybe somebody rescues or finds some stray dog or cat that they take in, okay? That could literally play out, especially with Taurus connected to the Earth and the Moon, okay? Maybe you save a cow or a chicken somewhere, you know. Venus is moving along, and that's, you know, still squaring the Mars and the North Node getting closer. And the Uranus is still sextiling to Saturn and Neptune and trining to Pluto. So this is a lot about technology. With all these retrograde planets, they're vibrating closer to the Earth, a lot of deep introspection, but also to really take charge, but to be aware of where we are in our spiritual journey and our ascension. This is why you want to come to the workshop with Rebecca Vidanoff and I, right? Navigating our ascension and what's spiritually going on at this time. This is like the perfect thing on August 1st, Friday night, 7 to 9, okay? $44. Click the link. It's on my YouTube page, right, in my post with Rebecca Vidanoff. All right? So that's muy, muy importante. And Ceres is sextiling the Venus. So a lot of red and gray and silver and white and orange and yellow colors. But, you know, this is where you can harmonize your fashion. You know, try to get more cotton, organic cotton, linen and wool, right? High vibrational Taurus Moon, the sensories, what you're feeling on your skin. It's important, okay? You don't want low vibrational clothing. It's really not good for your body, the synthetics, all right? So enjoy your Saturday. Hopefully you come see me at Missy's Mysteries, and then hopefully you sign up for the community, and I'll see you on Sunday for the Tarot Card Session presentation from Hope and Stephen, 7 p.m. Eastern. Astro-Weather Weekend, BigEAstro Astrology. All right, Sunday, July 20th, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. And let's see, as I told you, we've got that Gemini moon, baby. The moon, 3 degrees, conjunct Uranus, trining Pluto. Hopefully this is where we can get some ceasefires. Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, you know. This is where maybe we get some, freedom, some sovereignty for the people, The Gemini moon has got to emotionally express itself. And the moon conjunct Uranus, this is powerful for Geminis. If you are born 0 to 5 degrees with the sun, this is really going to be, just watch out that you don't feel any anxiety or stress Sunday morning. Okay, be mindful of that. I'll probably be at church, and we got the Venus moving along. So 17. So now it's really squaring the Mars and North Node. And speaking of which, there we go. South Node. Mars is now at that 19th degree. Okay, so. Anytime Venus squares Mars, there can be issues around interior design and decorating, around relationships, issues with couples, debates, around the car, fixing it, repairs, even issues with the car, issues about back to school clothes, summer clothes. No, your daughter can't wear the string bikini at the beach. She's only 17. It's too much advertising. Whatever it is. These are the things that we could potentially think of or come up with, but the moon is in Gemini. It's also sextiling Saturn and Neptune. Okay. You'll feel that early in the morning. I would say probably starting, around 6 a.m. So you'll be feeling it all morning. All right. Definitely Sunday, vitality, the day of the sun. Saturday is Saturn. Friday, Venus. Have your date night and chocolates on Friday. But Sunday, you feel revitalized. It's the start of the week, right? You can plan your things. You got to go back to work Monday, but it's the moon day. You don't really want to. And we'll be really having a Gemini, Cancer, Leo moon week. Because the Leo new moon will be on Thursday, the 24th. Okay, so we got a 3-moon week, and this Gemini moon will finish up at about 9 degrees, 10 degrees on the West Coast. So tomorrow it should be about 16, 17 degrees for Monday morning. Okay, so that means Monday will be the conjunction to Venus. Really nice for flirting or starting a new relationship, talking to somebody you met off online. Maybe you meet them in person. And when you have the moon, look at this. Vertex has moved in. Vertex conjunct Pluto. Wow, okay. Formulus in Capricorn, Galactic Center and Lilith, and born in Sag. We got Vesta and Haumea and Scorpio. Don't forget, Haumea gave birth to the Hawaiian Islands, but it's giving birth to things from out of the ocean. Okay, and this Leo new moon, we're going to see that. I spoke about that on the podcast. Go watch episode 360. Cusp of oscillation and the Leo new moon. Broke that down yesterday. I thought it was, I hope it will be beneficial. So the Mercury Retrograde, it's going to take a couple of days to move. It'll start to move, I think, on Monday, getting down to the 14 degrees. And, Chiron's coming up on the 30th. So July, right, we're already dealing with Pluto. We've got Saturn and Neptune. Neptune and Saturn first, right? Then Mercury. Then we're going to have Chiron. So we'll have five, 4 planets and an asteroid, being retrograde going in to August. So there's a lot that we've got to kind of tap back into because it's all happening in masculine signs. So we've got to reactivate the divine masculine and kind of ask ourselves, how are we protecting, providing, asserting, and initiating? You know what I mean? Is it more enough to just work and earn money? No, you got to, participate in supporting your, for me, supporting my wife and, teaching and supporting the children and being there for different events. You can't just work and provide money. You have to talk, communicate emotions. I tell my boys I love them, I hug them. Okay. So just an example, but this is with Saturn, Neptune, Pluto. You got Uranus and Gemini, but Mercury, Leo, Chiron, Aries. That's all masculine energies. Fire and air signs are masculine planets. More outgoing, assertive, and aggressive, initiating, action-orientated, right hand, all retrograde. And then Uranus and Gemini, right? Initiating the consciousness, spiritual awakening. So I would also try to implement increasing your spiritual discipline and practice. If you are not doing something every day, this is the time. But don't beat yourself up. But we all have 3 minutes before you go to bed when you get up out of the bed in the morning. So don't say that you can't do it. You can, right? We've got to eliminate the limiting beliefs that we're not enough, can't do enough, that we can't do this. We can do whatever we choose to do. It's a conscious choice, being maniacal intentional. Okay? So you got this. Enjoy the Gemini moon. And I'll see you on Monday morning. Enjoy the weekend. And please reach out, and hopefully I see you joining my tribe, or I see you tonight at Coffee Talk with Mike Tyson, or Saturday in Missy's Mysteries. All right? And I think I'll be coming live, not this weekend. I'll be too busy, but I'll probably be live on Monday, either with a guest or just myself and my beautiful sidekick for episode 361. All right? The Knowledge is Love Astrology Podcast. Eric Taylor, BigEAstro Astrology. Pew. All right, that's the Astro-Weather Weekend. The Taurus Gemini Moon, 18th, 19th, 20th, the start of the cusp oscillation. Coffee Talk with Mike Tyson, Eric at BigEAstro.com. Cancer birth chart sale ends Monday. Missy's Mysteries, Saturday the 19th. I love meeting the people live, doing live astrology readings. And then Sunday the 20th, my tribe meeting. Well, not the official tribe meeting, that's the 25th, but a special tribe meeting event about tarot, the tarot experience from Hope San Miguel and Stephen Schwartz, Stephen the Jupiterian, a Cancer and a Pisces. All right, so with the Gemini and Sag rising, so water fire people. Breaking it down for you, and a Cap and Sag moon. So Hope and Stephen are amazing. They are active members of my tribe, and we're going to learn some tarot from them. I'll be learning and asking questions because they really don't get it. They really don't know. And I'm going to learn a lot more because I'm going to be starting a new channel. Okay? And it's with Elena from Searchlight Tarot. We'll be announcing that soon. It's coming in August, Virgo season. So stay tuned. It's going to be good, baby. All right? Astro-Weather Weekend. We have another sip of my lemon water. That's one of my favorite mugs. Cleansing out the liver. Continue to please pray for my aunt. And yeah, she's going through a lot in the hospital. She's 89, and pray for her kidneys and stuff like that, okay? Thank you so much. Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. Astro-Weather Weekend, 18th, 19th, 20th. Taurus, Gemini Moon. Peace.